up in our second consolation game of the 804 Coaches for Change tournament at the Henrico Sports and Events Center. This matchup is between Grace Christian, the Grace Christian Kings, and the that'll be the great and St. Michael, the St. Michael Warriors, St. Michael the Archangel Warriors. On Saturday night, Grace Christian played TPLS in one of the most exciting basketball games I've ever seen. An overtime win for TPLS due to Jacob Quarles hitting a game-winning free throw with 0.1 seconds left in overtime. Huge play and unfortunate luck there for Grace Christian. This Grace Christian team, however, is led by Christian Tabb, number 3, scored 34 points in that contest. Elite from beyond the arc. He's got an incredible jump shot, and he will be dangerous. St. Michael the Archangel, the Warriors, they are led by number 2. That'll be, I believe that is Christian Wilkins, I want to say. Christian Myers. It is Christian Myers for St. Michael. He was electric against the Saints in a loss against a St. Christopher's team that looked very exceptional that evening. These two teams will face each other in what should be an exceptional game of basketball in a consolation third-place game matchup. Edison, any thoughts for this matchup?
Yeah, the St. Michael team in 2020, it was last year, my senior year of high school. We played them in the football semifinals. We went and traveled up there. And a lot of the names from that team are on this team as well. A lot of crossover between the football and the basketball team for St. Michael. So, in theory, that should mean they have a very physical team and a team that will be able to win on the glass, which that can be the difference in a game like this.
Absolutely. But a question in this game could be how well you defend the perimeter.
Yeah.
With Christian Tabb being able to shoot the 3 ball like he does, if he gets going, I promise it will be a very long day for St. Michael. However, if they can contain him, there's a very clear path to victory here for the Warriors.
It should be a great game.
And we'll be back after the lineups and potentially anthem.
Of the Unity bracket between Grace Christian and
And, folks, we are getting ready to tip off here for our second matchup of the afternoon. Third place game between St. Michael's and Grace Christian. And jumping off for both teams for St. Michael, it will be number 15, Shane McAfee, the forward tall player. I believe he was listed at like 6'7" in height against Grace Christian. And securing the jump ball will be St. Michael's. They lose it immediately due to a travel violation.
About as quick of a whistle as you'll find. 2 seconds into the game, we've already got whistles going off.
And Christian Tabb's got the ball. Dynamic and electric from behind a three-point line is Tabb. 34 points his last outing, raining threes. He will be the focus for this Warriors defense, and for good reason. As Tierra Brown's got the ball, goes down low, can't finish, is number 11. And a good look there from Lucy, not going to go. Pushing tempo is St. Michael's, not going to fall there from number 3, Israel Kelly. Shot didn't go from, it was Trevor Lucy missed one, as there's a 3 ball from Christian Tabb, the man I was speaking of, knocks down the 3, and that is not the start you can afford to have if you are St. Michael's. He cannot get going, and he buries his first 3. A jump shot finish did not go from number 11. That was Christian Wright. Goes to the basket, spots up. Jump shot's good for number 5, Amir Savage. He had a great day against the Saints as that one goes. 2-3 the score. 6:42 left to go in this first quarter of action. Tierra Brown's got the ball. Spots up a deep 3. Not going to go. Rims out. But he shot it with comfort. Tierra Brown is not going to get that one to fall. Christian Myers, dynamic against the Saints, finds a 3 ball there for Israel Kelly. Not going to go. Tabb's got the ball. Tabb driving in. Stolen by Israel Kelly. Deep 3, Myers got it. And Christian Myers, who showed that three-point capability against the Saints on Friday, on Saturday, buries that 3, and it is a 5-3 start. St. Michael's in the lead. Tabb, the ball out. Tierra Brown, another look at 3. This one's going to go. Tierra Brown buries a 3. And three-point battle. They are using the blue lines today, and it is working for them.
Yep.
Unlike in that J.R. Tucker game against as Savage goes to the lane, can't get to go. Brown secures the rebound. Yeah, J.R. Tucker and Hopewell were struggling to hit from deep, and J.R. Tucker in particular fell into the trap of shooting from the blue line. These teams can shoot from wherever and whenever at great success, as Tabb's not going to get that one to fall on that deep 3, but he's hit one already. Myers, another deep 3. How about it? That's good. 2 quick 3s from Christian Myers. He's got a quick 6. And 2 deep 3s from the same spot, really, from Myers.
We're off to a blazing start in this game.
I know, no time to rest here on this commentator's call. They are draining 3s at an impressive rate as Tabb settles down. Tierra Brown tries another 3. Not going to go. Long rebound from Lucy as goes to the lane. Tabb not going to get it. Offensive rebound, Christian Wright puts it in. 8-8 game, 4:19 to go. We could be in for a show here today.
A lot of points scored already.
Myers attacks, thinks about another one, throws it up for potential alley-oop to number 12, Isaiah Savage. Not quite getting that one, that pass offline, and I'm not quite sure, frankly, if Savage could dunk, but I could be proven wrong later in this game, and I hope so. As Tabb's got the ball, met by Amir Savage at half court, gets it to Wright. Lucy thinks about a 3, instead attacks the basket. Works his way in, and he is blocked, swatted by McAfee. As Savage bringing up the ball. Myers is open. That's the hot hand. You might want to find him. Defense adjusts there from Christian to take away Myers. As Lucy out to meet him deep. 3:30 to go. Score 8-8. Myers, 3 ball again. That is good. 3 for 3 from deep. Christian Myers, have yourself a quarter. 9 points from Christian Myers.
It's about the same place every time, too.
Yeah, he is liking that side of the court and electric from deep. As I was talking about Christian Tabb's ability to shoot the three ball, but it is Christian Myers who has also showcased that against the Saints, and he has been the hot hand early. As another cleanup there from Christian Wright, he's got 4. As Myers avoids the steal there from Brown, instead secures the ball, goes to the lane, draws out the big man, Lucy. And that would be Lucy as in Jordan Lucy, not Trevor Lucy. As Savage works his way inside to McAfee, who's got Jordan Lucy on him, spots up a midi, not going to go from McAfee. Foul on St. Michael. Grace Christian basketball trailing 1. 11-10 game. The Warriors in the lead. Substitutions for both teams. In for Grace Christian, it is John Stallings, number 0. And in for St. Michael, it is number 1, Keenan Bufford. Tabbs with the ball. Got 3 points in the quarter. Tierre Brown also has 3. Wright's got 4. Tabbs got the ball, guarded by Savage deep. Tierre Brown works to the lane. Lucy, the big man, tries a 3. No good. Secured by the Warriors. Myers got the ball. Savage goes to the lane, can't finish the reverse. And it is Christian Tabb bringing out the ball. Stolen, Amir Savage, nice play defensively there. And he goes to the lane, gets it to go, tough finish from Amir Savage. And
Called by Grace Christian.
Grace Christian takes the timeout, minute 53 to go, your score, Warriors 13, Kings 10. And the ball will be Grace Christian's. Tabb brings it up. Story of the quarter has been Christian Myers, though, from the Warriors. 9 points, 3 of 3 from deep, hitting his spots, and he has been around the same spot every time, but he has been hitting it open and deep from 3. As working his way in, Christian Wright tries to work the ball to Tabb, knocked out of bounds. It will be staying with Grace Christian. Minute 35 to go. Substitutions for Grace Christian, checking the game. Number 10, Trevor Lucy back in, and number 20, Gabe Payne.
Yeah, for Myers, all 3 of his 3-pointers have come from that right elbow. And, you know, they've got to somehow contain him from there, as he has been lethal so far.
Trevor Lucy tries a 3, airballed. Stallings tries to secure the board, can't get it, jump ball. Good hustle there by Stallings, as well as good effort from number 1, Keenan Bufford. And it will be staying with Grace Christian. Possession arrow is going to shift to the Warriors.
I like the festive sweater the coach has got on for St. Michael.
That is the holiday hoop spirit, truly. As Stallings looks to attack. Tierre Brown, he's got 3. And draws a foul on Bufford. The Warriors have a substitution ready to check into the game. It's Latif Jean-Philippe ready to check into the game.
Correction, second team foul. Checking in for St. Michael.
What have you liked so far from St. Michael, from the Warriors of St. Michael?
I think the pace that both teams have been playing with has been phenomenal. For St. Michael, I think they need to work on getting their offense working outside of those 3 3-pointers from Myers.
Absolutely. That 3's not going to go for Tabb. He's got 1, but he's kind of cooled off there. As McAfee goes to work down low. Lead is now 5 for the Warriors. The Kings have the ball. It's Tabb looking to get going. Amir Savage on him. Lucy's got the ball. They're working around Stallings. Finds Tierra Brown. Tierra Brown tries to go to work. Good defense from Savage. Loses the ball. And it will be Warriors basketball. As checking into the game for the Warriors, it will be Jeremiah Crawford.
Checking back in for the Kings.
30 seconds to go here.
15-10, your score.
Have to imagine they'll hold for the final shot.
Absolutely. You really want to control tempo here, especially when you seem to get things going.
Yeah.
You're saying, Michael, this is late in this quarter. You have found success. You're slowing down Grace Christian. You're up 5. You want to get the last shot. You don't want to give them any chance to cut that lead down. It's been a great showing in the quarter as Lily loses it. Knocked away. Tab, good defensive play there. And it will be staying with St. Michael's with 16.7 seconds left to go. Their lead 5. Savage to inbound. Finds Bufford. Savage looks to go to the lane. He goes to the lane and scores. Amir Savage. Nice finish there. Lead is now 7. Disaster end of the quarter for Grace Christian as Tab heaves up a 3. No good. Just off. He's cooled down. Lead is 7. 17-10, end of the first quarter. Takeaways in the first quarter, Edison. What do you have?
The St. Michael offense, they did a good job at both playing with pace but not playing out of control. There's a happy medium there, and they found it.
And if you're Grace Christian, how do you right the ship?
You know, I think you got to contain the three-point shooting. You have to assume Myers is going to cool down, even though he's a great player. Him hitting 3 out of 3 shots every quarter likely isn't going to be sustained, so he'll start to miss. But I think I like St. Michael's game plan a lot.
Okay, well, folks, we'll be back with you for the second quarter. And we are back for the second quarter of action. Lead is 7 for St. Michael the Archangel. It is going to be Warriors basketball as Grace Christian looks to cut into this lead. McAfee's got the ball, not comfortably there. He's a perimeter interior player. As dunked by Amir Savage, wasting no time to expand the lead to 9. Big time dunk from Amir Savage. Christian Tab's got the ball. Stallings tries a 3. That is good. Big time shot from John Stallings. Cuts the lead down to 6. Been a 3-heavy game. And if you're asking my personal preference, that is my kind of basketball.
Yeah, it's been a very exciting game so far.
Bufford tries a 3. No good. Rims out. Lucy secures the rebound. That is Trevor Lucy. Back to Stallings. Tab really got no rest at all, and I imagine he's not going to.
Yeah.
Again, 34 points for him in the last game and an overtime loss to TPLS, who will play later against the Saints of St. Christopher's. As Tab banks in a 3. Why not? He's got 6. Lead cut down to 3. 2 threes from Grace Christian, and they are a team who is more than capable of doing that to you. As you see there, John Philippe there goes in, works out to Bufford. This time, that 3 is good. Keenan Bufford tries that 3, and it goes in. Lead back to 6. 6:33 left to go. 22-16 is your score. Tab looking to continue his success. Works his way into Payne. Payne tries the midi. That is good. Nice looking shot there from Gabe Payne. Lead is 4. And this game is moving fast as the Warriors had the ball. Looking to go in. Finds Philippe. McAfee going back to the perimeter. Bufford attacks and scores. Gets the shooter's roll there. Nice finish and way to not avoid going to the lane there from Bufford. Physical play, way to use his body there. Tab, step back three. No good. Just off mark. Heavily contested. Great defense there from St. Michael's. Bufford thinks about a three. Instead goes to the lane. Loses the ball. It'll be Stang with the Warriors. Substitutions for both teams. Tierre Brown and Jordan Lucy back in. As Christian Myers, who scored 9 points in the first quarter, is back in.
Finally, we get a break in this quarter. It's the first stoppage.
Yeah, almost two and a half minutes going by. No stoppage, no rest. This is that kind of game.
And they're moving fast, too. It's not like they're eating 40 seconds every possession.
No,
There.
as Myers cuts the basket, he's got 11. He is someone to watch. Lead is back to 8. And 26-18 your score. As soon as Christian Myers gets in this game, he is scoring. He lit up the Saints last week, and now he in the tournament he looks to do so again. As Tierre Brown turns it over.
Yeah, I can't do that. Just got caught up in the air and couldn't find anything to do with it.
Especially with how successful St. Michael's has been offensively. Turnovers is not something you can afford if you're a great Christian. You could just simply, you have to play secure with the basketball, or you're going to be in for a very long night. Lead is 8. Amir Savage has the ball. Savage spots up a mid-range jump shot, not going to go. Trevor Lucy secures the rebound. Goes out to Christian Tab. Tab, mid-range jumper for Jordan Lucy. Rims out. Lead still 8, 4:40 left to go. Basket no good from number 21, Jeremiah Copeland-Lacey. As Tierre Brown. Ball moving. Nice defense there from Savage. Aggressive defense there from the Warriors, and it pays off as Copeland-Lacey can't finish. But he's going to get a foul on the floor. And a chance to take this lead to double digits after a great defensive effort from St. Michael's.
They're going to call it on the floor, but we're also going to get a timeout.
And we'll take it with them. 28-18 your score. And, folks, we are back. 2018 your score. Foul was called on the floor. And actually, it looks to be Grace Christian basketball. Not sure what the exact foul was called there. Because I thought that would certainly be St. Michael's basketball. But a call was foul, potentially
Maybe
charge.
Pushed off.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can imagine it could have been.
Yep, well, either way, Grace Christian has the basketball. Looking to cut into this lead. Lucky break there from the Kings. See if they can capitalize on it. Tierre Brown gets his pocket picked and forced to foul Isaiah Savage.
Is clear path foul a thing in high school basketball? I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, if it was, then there you go.
Yeah, that would have been a problem.
Yeah, that's the most clear-cut, clear path foul you would ever find, but it does not appear to be a thing.
First team foul of the quarter.
Isaiah Savage will inbound. And again, highlight Christian Myers. 11 points. We're a little more than halfway into the second quarter.
Yeah.
He has been exceptional. And if you are the Warriors, you want to get him the ball as much as possible.
Still hasn't missed a shot yet. 4 for 4 from the floor.
Copeland Lacey goes to the lane, swings it out. 3 ball is good.
I think that was a
from
long 2, actually.
Isaiah Savage. They call that a 2?
Yeah, he
They
had a
scored that at 2.
foot on the line.
Nice shot, though, either way for Savage. As Tab still looking to get going. He's hit 2 threes, got 6 points, but again, he scored 34 last game. Trevor Lucy has the ball. Back to Jordan Lucy, who throws it away. And 12-point lead from the Warriors. And they have been on fire today.
Yeah.
They played the Saints. They played the Saints very well. But that being said, Christian Myers, who again shot the ball great, but he is unconscious right now. And speaking of which, Myers spots up a midi, rims out. And it will be Grace Christian basketball looking to cut into the lead. Myers guarding Tab. Tab works his way down low to Jordan Lucy, who looks to get going. He is blocked by Bufford. Great defense from the Warriors. They've been exceptional defending the ball this quarter. Basket no good. Secured by Wright. They're fighting for a jump. No, they're going to get a foul, I believe, on Bufford. That is his second. And Stallings checks into the game. He's hit a 3. 2:37 to go in this fast-moving game in this third-place contest. Tierre Brown's got the ball.
Grace Christian needs to work on getting back into this lead before the break. Really don't want to go in down double digits.
As
Good pass.
Tierre Brown goes to work, can't get the finish. Nice find, though, from Tab.
Yeah, they needed that shot to go down.
Goes to Lane, nearly gets it taken away. Philippe out to Bufford for 3. Rims out. Nice rebound there from Christian Wright. That was a good look at 3 from Bufford. And nearly forces the steal. And he think he does.
Now they got him for a foul.
Yeah, they got Tab for the foul. Chance to expand the lead from the Warriors.
That's his first personal second team foul.
Kings desperate to get something going in the second quarter. Offensively been stalled. Meanwhile, St. Michael's has slowed down a little bit, but certainly still rolling offensively. Philippe tries a 3, no good. Rebound Wright. He's been great on the glass so far for the Kings. Stallings has the ball. Works it back to Christian Wright. He has 4 points. Finds Stallings underneath the basket. He's got 5. And the lead is bound to 10 with 1:23 to go. 30 to 20 your score. Warriors lead as Myers, who leads all scores with 11, has the ball. Swings it back now to Isaiah Savage. He's got a deep 2 today. Savage goes to the lane, gets it stripped, and it will be staying with the Warriors. 1:07 left to go.
The Kings want to prevent Savage from getting downhill. He had that big dunk earlier.
That was wrong Savage, brother.
You were right.
Wrong Savage. I'm particularly not brother. Sorry, that would be. I just assumed by Savage that they might be. But that it was Amir Savage who had the dunk. Myers tries another deep 3. Why not? Well off. Could not recreate that first quarter magic, though to be fair, that 3 was much more contested than he took in the first. As Tab works his way to the lane, nice finish. Lead brought back down to 8. With 43 seconds left on the clock, and Myers trying to lead the offense to expand the lead. Philippe works his way up. Bufford tries another quarter 3. That one's no good. Isaiah Savage secures the rebound. Good board there. Philippe swings it out. Another deep 3. This one no good from Copeland Lacey. that'll be Grace Christian basketball,
7.8 to go.
though St. Michael's does not like, or certainly the players do not like, that ball was called in Grace Christian's favor.
Checking back in for St. Michael, number 5, Amir.
Now Amir Savage, the Savage who dunked, though Isaiah Savage did try to dunk early in the game. The pass was off course for a potential alley-oop. As Christian Tab will have the last shot, gets it stolen, and that concludes the first half. The lead is 8. Your score at the half, Warriors 30, Kings 22. Before we go, Edison, what is any takeaways from this first half?
Very high-level basketball. Both teams playing quickly, shooting the ball pretty well. I think for Grace Christian, there have been some looks that you would have expected them to make that they haven't, and I think that's what's preventing them from taking a lead and being close in this game. If they can get those to start going down, I think that completely changes this game in the second half.
Well, we will find out in the second half. We'll be back with like 3 minutes to go before the half. So far, though, your score 30-22 at the end of the first half.
Hello and welcome back. We're just about at the end of halftime between St. Michael the Archangel and Grace Christian. A 30-22 lead for St. Michael. Very fast-paced, high-octane first half. Some very enjoyable basketball to watch. Austin, what are some things you saw in that first half?
Well, frankly, Christian Myers would be one. He had 11 points in the first half, 9-point first quarter. On the other side, Christian Tabbs got 6, 2 threes. Actually, he has 8. He's got a layup too. He's got 8. And the keys to the second half for both teams will be can they contain each other's stars. All right, you have Christian Tabbs gone to work. Christian Myers on the other end has also gone to work. For Grace Christian to cut into the lead, Christian Myers needs to find more success. Tierra Brown's got to get going offensively. Christian Wright's got to get going offensively. They need to work the ball in the paint to Jordan Lucy. They need to get everybody involved. For St. Michael's, it's more or less the same. Amir Savage, keep him going. Shane McAfee down low is also an option they haven't really gone into. They could pursue that route. But again, it is finding as many looks as you can for number 2, Christian Myers. We are a minute away from going back to the second half, and there's an 8-point lead for the Warriors. If you are Grace Christian, you need to at least cut into that lead by the end of the quarter.
Yeah, they did a good job of that at the end of the second. They were down 14, I believe. Then ended the half on a 6-0 run. That was much needed.
Well, we shall see the second half about to start, and we will wait to start with them. And, folks, we are starting this second half. And 8-point lead as we start the third quarter. It will be Tierra Brown inbounding to Christian Tabb. Zamir Savage looks to pick up Tabb as soon as he gets the ball. And Tabb has it, and we are underway in this second half of basketball. Tabb tries a 3 early and rims out. Unfortunate. Can't get the shooter's roll. Lead is 8. But that's exactly what you wanted to see as in that first possession. You get a good look for a very good shooter. Isaiah Savage blocked by Christian Tabb. Nice block there from Tabb. Lucy's. Sorry about the potential voice crack there, folks, but 3-ball delivered from Trevor Lucy. Lead reduced to 5. And Myers works his way. McAfee. Traveling call and perfect start to the quarter for Grace Christian. Gotten 2 great looks and containing St. Michael's. Tabb. Moving the ball around. Lucy. Back to Tabb. Deep 3. Not going to go. Maybe a little too deep there.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the shot you want, even though he is a very good player. That's a deep shot for an NBA player. That's probably.
Yeah, he was shot that from way out there.
29 feet.
And I'm not saying he can't hit it, but maybe, like at that point in the game, that might not be the shot to take.
Agreed. We got a timeout taken by Grace Christian, I believe it was. We'll be back in a minute. We are back out of the timeout. Be Grace Christian with the ball, as they had a tie up on the floor and decided to take a timeout to avoid that.
And Grace Christian will inbound. Lucy already hit 1 3 in this quarter. Tab throws down to Christian Wright. He had 4 in the first quarter, been quiet since. Tab works his way. Christian Wright launches a 3. Oh, that is well off. Lucy steps out of bounds and attempts to inbound it. And it will be Warriors basketball. And Myers got the ball. 11 points in the first quarter for Myers. He leads all scorers to my knowledge. Works his way in. Shane McAfee goes down low. Gets it taken away. Christian Wright and Tab's got the ball. Turnover there from the Warriors. Great start from Grace Christian. They seem to really settle in this third quarter. Tierra Brown's had the ball. He had a 3 early. Guarded by Myers. Errant pass from Tierra Brown there. Probably a result of Christian Myers' good defense there. And back-to-back turnovers as we move to St. Michael's basketball as Myers brings the ball up with Tierra Brown guarding. Israel Kelly has the ball looking for an open man. He finds Amir Savage. Beautiful cut to the basket. You wonder if Savage considered dunking that one, considering how that absolute monster slam he had earlier. But he takes the layup, and the lead is back to 7. Tierra Brown, picked up by McAfee. Ball's moving around as Lucy goes to work and fades away and scores.
Nice post moves there.
Lucy's got 5 in the quarter. And not Jordan Lucy, the big man, but Trevor Lucy has got 5. Lead back down to 5.
All 5 of the points for Grace Christian coming from him.
He has been off to a great start in this third quarter. Amir Savage thinks about a 3, pump fakes. Israel Kelly will try from the corner. Rims out, tipped around, and Trevor Lucy secures the board. And gets the ball immediately to who else but Christian Tab. Christian Wright works down low. Goes around. Nice move from Wright, but it's not going to go. And Amir Savage works down low and scores. He's got 4 in this quarter. Lead back up to 7. 4:30 to go. 34-27 your score. Tab with the ball, guarded by Amir Savage, who's played great defense today. Made it very difficult for Tab to heat up. Lucy thought about 3. Back to Christian Wright instead. Lucy tries a 3, no good. Jordan Lucy secures the 3 ball. Tab left wide open from deep. That is good. You cannot leave any space for him. 3 threes from Tab.
That was a deep one, but if you give him any daylight, he's a threat to hit it.
Absolutely. He has taken a range of 3s from level degree of difficulty. That one of the easier ones, and it goes. Lead is 6, 36-30, 3:45 left to go as Grace Christian has the ball, trailing by 6 points. Tab, step back 3, no good, but that is again a good look there from Tab. Way to step back, also from deep though. As stepped out of bounds, Amir Savage, it will be Grace Christian basketball. As Latif Jean-Philippe checks into the game, as well as John Stallings. He's got 5 Stallings. As Philippe will add some size to this team. Actually, no, they will not because they're taking out Shane McAfee. However, Latif himself, a forward, big man, about the same size as Jordan Lucy, who's about 6'5". Trevor Lucy's got the ball, nearly turns it over. Amir Savage can't haul it in. And it is stolen away. Christian Myers scoops and scores. He's got 13. Nice move from Christian Myers. Then denying him the three, so why not go to the lane and get to work, and he does so.
It's tied for the biggest lead of the half.
Lead is 8. Tab for three. No good. Good look at three. Can't get to go. Almost a monster slam from Isaiah Savage. We speculated if he could dunk earlier. That answers that question. With a resounding yes. As that nearly went to go, but he was flying up there. Lucy down to Christian Wright. Back, Jordan Lucy can't get that to go. That's a really good look and not going to fall. Lead is 8, and you need to capitalize on that as Amir Savage draws the foul. Way to use offensive transition there, and it will be Amir Savage the line to shoot 2 as Gabe Payne looks to check in for Grace Christian.
Fouls calling Grace Christian's number 3, Christian Tab.
Edison, just when the lead was getting a pretty good spot from Grace Christian, a resounding bounce back there.
Yeah, they
from
needed that.
Amir Savage.
Yeah, Savage. Those 4 points. Big swing in this game now. Lead up to 9. It's the biggest it's been all half.
Tier Brown back in the game, as well as Gabe Payne, and Keenan Bufford in for the Warriors. Brown and Payne in for the Kings. Second free throw, also good. Amir Savage taking care of business at the line. Lead up to 10.
First time we've said that in a while.
Yep. Grace Christian needs a response there. They've kind of gone cold. They've gotten good looks. They're just not falling. Brown goes inside. Lucy is at the Stallings. Looking to get something going. Tab goes to the lane, and that might be a pretty good course of action for him.
Yeah, it was a tough finish there.
Nice finish. He's got at least 13. Latif Jean-Philippe swings out to Bufford for 3. That is buried by Keenan Bufford.
If they wrote a book on how to close out, that would be the example of how to not do it.
Bufford left with plenty of space there. As you mentioned, poor closeout results in a wide open 3, lead up to 11.
We're going to get a foul there.
Fouls called on St. Michael's number 1, Keenan Bufford. That's his 3rd personal, first team foul of the quarter.
Trevor Lucy gets the inbounds pass and goes to work and scores. Tough finish. It's in lead back down to 9. You need to stop, though, here if you're Grace Christian. Talk about cutting the lead down. Double dribble. That's just what they needed. Savage doesn't like the call, but it is the one that has been made as Christian Wright looks to check into the game, and Grace Christian looks to cut this lead down to at least 7. But they give Christian Tapp his first breather of the afternoon.
Number 11, Christian Wright.
As Brown has the ball. Myers defending and draws a foul. Interesting call there, but that's the one that's made. It will be a foul, and it will be staying with Grace Christian. Doesn't result in anything, so it's an inconsequential. It's an the foul doesn't have any consequence. Sorry, I was trying to say inconsequential foul, but that does not have an effect on the game. As there were under a minute to go with a 9-point lead in this third quarter, held by the Warriors of St. Michael. Swings it around. Stallings has the ball now near the corner. Loses it out of bounds. Costly mistake from the Warriors. This is notably they turn the ball over as soon as Christian Tabb is on the bench.
Yeah.
That is, again, kind of their offensive rock, if you will.
I have to imagine after these next 40 seconds, that's going to be the last time we say that all game. Is there's a tough finish there from Savage.
He's had a heck of a quarter there.
Thought he was about to catch a body.
Ridiculous effort there from Amir Savage. Thought, yeah, you'd wonder if he dunked on him, but instead he settles for the layup.
He wanted to the way he was going up, but maybe realized that that wasn't the smarter choice.
Yep.
Just needed to secure the points.
Lead 11. Swings it down. Gabe Payne goes up and scores. Lead down to 9. 8 seconds on the clock. Myers has the ball. Met by Stallings. Myers goes down low to Latif Jean-Philippe, who can't score. Tip in, no good. had some chances, not going to go. Lead is 9. Your score at the end of the third quarter, Warriors 45, Kings 36. Takeaways from the third quarter, Edison.
For Grace Christian, I think they need to start forcing.
Correction, sorry, we'll cut you off on that one. Free throws for Latif Jean-Philippe called at the end of the quarter as we thought we were out.
But back to what I was saying is Jean-Philippe takes these free throws. I think Grace Christian wants to start forcing the ball to Tab more. He's gotten the ball a lot, but there's a difference between when someone gets the ball, as Jean-Philippe can't hit the first, and when you're forcing them the ball. And with how this game's gone, I think they really need to look to start forcing the ball to him and having him take as many shots as they can. As Jean-Philippe misses both, so a missed opportunity at the end of the quarter for St. Michael, but they still lead 45-36. We'll be back for the fourth.
Sorry, we are back with the fourth quarter of action, 7:55 on the clock. And it is Warriors basketball. Bufford goes to the lane and finishes. What a move, Keenan Bufford. Are you kidding me? Nice move. Lead is up to 11. Tia Brown's got the ball. They need to cut into this lead. And sure enough, Tab's rest was very short. 40 seconds to be exact, as Stallings has the ball and gives it to Tab, now controls the ball, looking to go to the lane. Something you want to see him do more. He's found success doing that. And that could potentially open him up from 3. As Tia Brown's got the ball. Something going, Tab. Gets it taken away on the pass to Gabe Payne. Meyer secures it, spins around, and floats up a floater. Not going to go. Secured by Tia Brown, the long rebound.
Yeah, that was not the shot you want early in the clock there.
Now he maybe went too fast. As going to the lane and trying to draw a foul as Tab doesn't get the call. And Savage has the ball in transition. Myers tries a 3 early. Not going to go. And Philippe gets the ball blocked. Tierra Brown blocking Isaiah Savage's shot as Bufford tries a 3. And a careless mistake from Tab, fouling a 3-point shooter.
Yeah, those are the ones that kill you. You cannot put someone on the line for 3.
And Bufford has a chance to expand the lead to 14. That was a costly mistake.
Grace Christian's number 3, Christian Tab. That's his third personal, first team foul of the quarter.
And
With 3 shots.
foul trouble could be a factor for Christian Tab as he now has 3 fouls. And that, again, when he went to that bench, you could definitely see some dysfunction in that Grace Christian offense. As Jeremiah Copeland-Lacey checks into the game for Christian Myers to give him a breather. And Trevor Lucy ready to check in for Grace Christian. As Bufford has 2 shots left, I believe. Missed the first. Second will not go, and that mistake maybe not seeming so costly as it was, Edison.
For Grace Christian, number 10, Trevor Lucy.
And Lucy into the game. And the third free throw goes from Keenan Bufford.
So that puts the lead up to a dozen.
Lead is 13. 13-point lead as Wright can't finish, but he gets the second chance. goes up, tried to find Trevor Lucy, loses it, and Amir Savage with a chance to dunk, and he does! Monster dunk from Amir Savage, are you kidding me? Launching himself into the air and scores. Amir Savage, what a play. Lead is 15.
A big run here from St. Michael. They're starting to put this game away.
Yeah. Again, monster dunk, though, from Amir Savage, flying high and catapulting himself to the rim.
Checking in for St. Michael, number 3, Israel Kelly.
Israel Kelly checks in for St. Michael's. Lead is 15. 6 minutes left in this quarter. And the final quarter of this consolation matchup as Christian Wright goes to the lane and scores. Lead down to 13. Desperate basket needed for Grace Christian.
And a timeout will be taken by St. Michael's as they lead 51-30. Excuse me, that'll be taken by Grace Christian as they trail 51-38. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
All right, and we are back. 5:57 left in this final quarter of play. Lead is 13 for St. Michael's. Jeremiah Clopin Lacey has the ball as Myers gets a breather. He's been exceptional today for the Warriors. Bufford also has had a great day today, but it's also been Amir Savage who's been going off later in this game. Bufford finds Latif John Philippe, who goes up, gets his shot blocked. That is a foul. Basket will not count. Philippe, who missed 2 free throws at the end of the quarter, will be back with a chance at redemption at the line in this fourth quarter.
Foul was on Grace Christian's number 11, Christian Wright. That's his second personal, second team foul.
Foul's on Wright. Second foul, second on the team. Philippe. First free throw, taking his time with it. It will go. Lead up to 14 as Jordan Lucy checks in for John Stallings. That will help on the glass is what I believe the adjustment coach Chad Bishop is making with that substitution. Philippe at the line to shoot one more. That does not go, but secured and scored by Israel Kelly. What a play. And the lead is up to 16. Disaster fourth quarter so far from Grace Christian.
Yeah, I remember this game, I believe, at one point was 36-32.
And fouled hard is Christian Tab. As Shane McAfee raced to check back into the game for...
Foul is on St. Michael's number 4, Latif G. Philippe. That's his first personal, second team.
Latif G. Philippe, sorry. A little bit of a yawn there, folks. Sorry about that. Shane McAfee checking into the game. But it is Grace Christian basketball. They desperately need to cut into this lead. A 3-ball would be desperately needed here. As Jordan Lucy loses the ball, but it will be staying with Grace Christian. Folks, up next will be our highly anticipated matchup between Highland Springs, an undefeated team, and Hanover. That should be a great contest, and we shall see how that goes. But as for now, we're down to 5 minutes about to play in this second consolation game in the 804 Coaches for Change tournament. The lead is 16. Kings basketball. They inbound it out to Tierra Brown. Brown off Christian Wright's hands. Farther to expand the lead is Bufford, who can't finish. Tough angle as Tab has the ball. And goes to the lane and can't quite get it to go. Nice move from Tab, doesn't fall. basket is good and one. Big time basket from Jeremiah Copeland Lacey.
And that basket kind of feels like the dagger in this game. Lead up to 18 now, as Grace Christian will take a timeout here. We'll be back in 1 minute.
And it'll be Lacey shooting a free throw. We are back. 4:52 left to go in this fourth quarter. Lead is now 18, chance to be 19. Jeremiah Copeland at the line for a free throw to expand the lead. This game was close, and pulled away now is St. Michael's, as that free throw is no good. Lucy works the ball down low. Blocked. Christian Wright can't get it to go. Frustration's mounting for Grace Christian. As ball's on the ground and taken by Grace Christian, Tierra Brown has the ball. Desperately needs something here if you are Grace Christian. As Brown finds Lucy deep three, and he drains it. Lead back down to 15. And maybe things aren't as over as we thought. Nice shot from Lucy.
Delay of game warning issued to Grace Christian.
Delay a game warning. It is still Warriors ball, as Grace Christian looks to cut into this lead. It's 15. They bring pressure. Tab giving Lacey no space. Tierra Brown nearly comes in for the swipe. Instead, Bufford is wide open. Thinks about a three. Instead, settles down. Surprised he didn't take it. That was a pretty good look there for Bufford. But I think pretty comfortable to slow this game down if you are, or encouraged to slow this game down if you are the Warriors. Copeland works the ball around. Three ball, no good from number 23, Austin Moyer. Tab works his way in, can't finish right, put back good. Lead back down to 13, and Grace Christian resurgent in this fourth quarter. A little bit of life left in this Kings team. Moyer draws the foul as substitutions made at the 3:30 mark. Lead 13, 56-43 for the Warriors, as Christian Myers, Latif John Philippe, and Amir Savage all checking into the game. Savage and Myers have been the story of this game, Edison. They have gone to work.
For sure.
Especially Savage. He has heated up. Myers also, again, been great. Hit dominant first quarter from him. As Myers, wide open look at three. No good. That would have gone in the first quarter. As Latif Jean Philippe gets three chances, and he capitalizes on that third one. Lead back up to 15. Got to close out if you are Grace. Got to box out if you are Grace Christian. Cannot afford that. Lead back up to 15. Stepped out of bounds. Costly mistake from Tab, who's not happy about the call, but he did seem to step out of bounds. Lead 15, 3 minutes to go about. And you need a desperate stop and a desperate run if you are the Kings. Myers, no good on the alley-oop attempt for Amir Savage. It would have been epic as Tab goes to work and draws the foul on Bufford. Hard foul, or at least hard fall. And Tab, we hit the line, clock stops. He's got a chance to hit two free throws and cut the lead back down to 13.
Fouls on St. Michael's, number 1, Keenan Bufford. That's his fourth personal. third team foul of the quarter. Shooting 2 at the line, number 3, Christian Tab.
First free throw, no good. Again, that's a costly point left on the table there for Grace Christian. Tab, second free throw. That goes. And
Foul is on St. Michael's, number
oh,
3, Austin Moyer.
foul on Austin Moyer. That is costly, resulting in Grace Christian basketball. And you cannot afford that if you are St. Michael's.
You cannot.
Lucy, wide open three, steps into it, well short. Maybe took too much time on that one. Myers tries a three. No good. Long rebound, Latif Philippe. Again, second chances will hurt you, especially when you're trying to mount a comeback effort. Savage content to hold the ball as long as he can. Goes to the lane. Myers, buffered, great ball movement, three ball, no good. Third chance. Myers scoops it in and scores. Lead is 16, and that might do it.
Yes.
Costly offensive rebounding display there. And as a result, lead is 16 as Lucy looks to go in, right, thinks about a three. Instead, works his way to Jordan Lucy, who works his way down low, draws a foul. And St. Michael's starting to unload the bench there. They've got three substitutions lining in, two of which have not entered the game yet. That would be number 55, Cameron Stannard, and three enters, number 0, Landon Sharp, and number 13, Eddie Perot.
Checking in for St. Michael, number 0, Kyle Lewis, number 13, Eddie.
Minute 51 left to go. Your score 60-44. St. Michael's look to secure this third place spot. Great showing from them today. They looked exceptional. As Lucy can't get the free throw to go, but Trevor Lucy scoops it and finds Tierre Brown for a deep three, and that is buried. Tierre Brown. And I hate to consider this a factor, but a lot of the three-point attempts taken by this Grace Christian team have been behind the blue line.
Yep.
And you wonder if they maybe spaced it so they'd be shooting from behind the red line, the actual three-point line, they would find more success today.
Maybe.
I mean, that we can't really speak in hypotheticals, but I do wonder. 12-point lead, Tab, deep three, knocked it down. He's hobbling, but he will stay in the game. Lead cut down to 9. It is not done, folks. Ball taken, stolen. You got to call a timeout here, and they get a jump ball before the timeout can be called.
Arrow with St. Michael's.
And you would like to see a timeout there, Edison.
Yeah, they needed to get it off a second faster.
But the lead is back down to 9. They are not going down without a fight, this Grace Christian team.
They are not.
I have remarked in thinking this game is over, and I should have known, knowing basketball games, it is never truly over. This game is 9. St. Michael's has the basketball. Foul, Tierre Brown. You're okay with that if you are Grace Christian.
Yeah, that'll put St. Michael's in the bonus for the rest of this game.
And the free throw line has been kind of inconsistent.
It has been.
For St. Michael's. So this is definitely more than acceptable, as Savage's first free throw will go. But he has been pretty consistent at the line, Amir Savage.
He's the guy you don't want at the line if you were Grace Christian.
No, him and I would imagine Christian Myers would be another one. Though I'm not sure how well he shot the ball at the free throw line today, but just judging by how his jumper has fallen for him today, that is not one you want at the line. Lead is 10. Chance to get to 11 is Amir Savage. That free throw is also good. Clutch gene there from Amir Savage. Timeout taken by the Warriors, and we'll take it with them. And, folks, we are back. Minute 17 to go. Lead is 11. Enough time for Grace Christian to potentially mount a comeback. It would be a miracle, but that's basketball. As Christian Wright looks to inbound to Tierra Brown. Correction, no, he's not. He's going to inbound it to Christian Tab. Tab has the ball. You got to be quick here. Thinks about a three. Brown. You got to deny the perimeter if you're St. Michael's. As Tab launches a three, well short. Great contest from Mir Savage. And that really altered the shot.
Yeah, that was what you need if you're St. Michael's. That one miss puts you in a very good position.
You can run down a lot of clock. And a wide open look, not going to go. Layup, no good. They can push in transition. Tierra Brown, deep three, no good. Arguably too rushed on that one.
Agreed.
And Isaiah Savage going to hold the ball and run this game down to as much chance, to as little time left. As Christian Wright picks up the foul, and Grace Christian looks to unload their bench.
Number 11, Christian Wright. That's his third.
Yeah, if I'm being totally honest, Edison, if you slow that down and find a trailing person for the three, you have a much better chance at
Agreed.
having to launch a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely.
Savage, first free throw was good. This ball game is over. As Grace Christian is admitting defeat, unloading their bench. That is number 1, Blake Bishop, entering the game for the first time, as well as number 5, Connor Burr. Both free throws good. Warriors certainly took care of the free throw line when it mattered most.
Also for St. Michael, number 11.
As number 11, that is Mitchell Evans, checks into the game for St. Michael's. This game will be run down, and we'll talk about the takeaways at its conclusion. Going to the lane, Connor Burr draws a foul. That's on Christian Myers. As Burr with a chance to cut the lead down to 11 with 30 seconds left on the clock. It's a pretty close game. High pace and a lot of threes. Entertaining to start to finish as Burr's free throw is nowhere close. Well, we'll use this time after the game concluded to talk about the takeaways now. Edison, what would you like from both teams? And would needs work from Grace Christian if they want to win more games in the future?
You know, they just didn't play poorly. I think they just ran into a very good St. Michael's team, and they just barely couldn't do enough.
Second free throw good. And what about St. Michael's? What made their style of play today so successful?
Their defense was very impressive. They forced a ton of contested outside shots, which is what you want. Well, that's not what you want right there, as they give it away. Now on the other end, the layup is no good. Second effort is good. So 15 seconds to go. Lead at 10. St. Michael's will inbound. And if they break this press, which they do, that should just about do it. So 64-54 the final here at the Henrico Sports and Events Center.
We'll be back for our next game in about 15 minutes between Hanover and Highland Springs. Be sure to tune in.
Congrats to the Warriors for taking third place